Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Jessa Jeremiah, and we have a great show for you today. If you are a pet owner, you're going to want to stick around, and we're going to check in with our health news partner and talk about some New Year's resolutions. First, we're going to talk about yoga, and we've got the ladies from Perennial Yoga and Meditation joining us. Meg and Carla, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
Wonderful. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, so glad to have you. So what a fun topic and a great way to sort of kick off this time of year as we're starting to think about resolutions and we're getting into January. Now, the expression of yoga and meditation is practiced at Perennial. We're going to talk a little bit about that and what makes you ladies different over there. So Meg, let's talk first to you about some of the opportunities out there. There's a lot of opportunities for people to practice yoga in the Madison area here and just nowadays in general. What can folks expect from Perennial?
They can expect to walk into a really warm and welcoming community and studio. We have 2 studios, and the larger main studio overlooks a beautiful prairie. So right when you come into our space, you're well-grounded and welcomed, and then we have over 50 classes on the schedule a week and 16 plus teachers and just a real variety of yoga and meditation classes.
That's nice. So there's a lot of options and there's a lot of classes for people to be able to attend, and that's really nice for folks as well.
Yeah.
And now I want to ask you about this. You've sort of branded yoga at Perennial. You call it Wholehearted Yoga. So why do you call it that? What made you choose that name?
Well, most people here in the West think of yoga as a physical practice, and it is that, but it's really so much more. Originally, yoga and meditation were designed to be mindfulness practices. So they're designed to help get people out of their heads and into their bodies and into their hearts, so to speak. So it's a mind, body, and spiritual practice. And Wholehearted Yoga is about this idea of dropping down out of your head where we tend to spend too much of our time either thinking about the past or worrying about the future, and starting to just show up and be present for your life as it is right now. So it's about living wholeheartedly, living fully, right in the moment, and from what really matters, which is what's in your heart.
Absolutely. What a beautiful thing to say. Live in the moment, and that's what it's all about. And Carla, I want to talk to you a little bit about your experience and your journey with yoga. Now, you have really come into yoga over the last 3 years, I understand. Tell me about that.
I walked into Perennial Yoga about 3 years ago, and I was looking for positive change in my life, and I thought that yoga could help me make that commitment to kind of rediscovering myself. And that's exactly what it provided at Perennial. I had a sanctuary, I had a method, and I had the guidance of the wisdom philosophy and the teachers there. And then I became part of the first yoga Perennial Wisdom Teacher Training Program. And so now I'm able to share my experiences with other people who are coming into the studio looking for perhaps exactly what I found there.
So, and now you're teaching yoga for beginners, so you have these beginner classes that get to go through some of the same experiences that you got to enjoy 3 years ago.
Exactly.
And we're getting out of time already. It goes so fast, doesn't it? But I want to talk about some more things happening at Perennial. What other opportunities do you have, just real quick, for folks watching at home?
Sure. In addition to the yoga and meditation classes that I told you about, we have a teacher training program, and then book clubs and kirtans, which is kind of the music of yoga, and just lots of celebrations throughout the year in terms of just showing up, being in community with others who want to be on this path.
What a wonderful thing to be a part of. Go see Meg and Carla at Perennial Yoga and Meditation. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And please stay tuned. We're going to talk New Year's resolutions with our health news partner after this.